Okay, so I know that I said the last two sections will be in the same video, but I thought about it again. I think it would be easier for you guys to watch smaller, shorter videos instead of a 30 minutes video. So I decided to make a separate video for the section 4. Okay, so in the section 3, in part 3 video, we dealt with the two formulas. A plus b squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. A minus b squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus 2 squared. So please note that for these two formulas, okay, the sign changed over here, but in the formula, the only sign change is this one, the first one, right? So in a lot of textbooks, these two formulas are always, well, not always, but sometimes combined to this one formula. So a plus or minus b squared is equal to a squared plus or minus 2ab plus b squared. So this sign over here means if it's a plus b, then it's a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. If it's a minus b, then it's a minus sign here. Okay, the reason why we sometimes write the two formulas in this one is it would be easier for people to remember, to memorize it, right? Like now you just need to remember one formula instead of two. So in section 4, what we need to do is we will start working from this direction. So we will see some expressions of this form. And we need to train ourselves to the point where when we see an expression of this form, we will be able to write the expression as this form. Okay, so this is what we're trying to do here. Let's look at question 1. X squared plus 10x plus 25. So when you see an expression like this, always compare the question to the formula. Okay, compare the terms, compare the coefficients. Okay, so the formula goes, this formula starts with a squared. We have x squared. I will say that's the same form, right? So here, let's just write down some notes just for ourselves. So we have a squared here. We have x squared here. So, okay. So for now, I think a is equal to x, right? And we have b squared here. And our last term is 25. Can 25 be written as something squared? It can, right? 25 can be written as 5 squared. Okay, so b is equal to 5. And we have 2ab here. Now our last step is to verify whether 10x is equal to 2 times x times 5. If 10x is equal to 2 times x times 5, then that means this expression is exactly of the form a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, right? Okay, so now we have a is equal to x, b is equal to 5. 2ab is equal to 2 times x times 5. So this is 10x. Okay, we have 10x here, 10x here, which means this expression perfectly fits the formula here. Okay, so after we determine that this formula, this expression is of the same form as this formula, we can write this as x plus 5 squared, because we have determined that for this question, a is equal to x, b is equal to 5. Okay, so this is how we solve this kind of questions. Let's look at more examples to get ourselves really familiar with the method. Okay, so let's look at question B, 4x squared minus 28x plus 49. Okay, so it's minus sign over here. So we should look at the second formula over here. Let me write it down again, just to it will be easier for us to read. So a minus b squared is equal to a. Actually, let me write it like, since we're working in this direction, I'll just write the equation a little bit differently. So a squared minus 2ab plus b squared can be written as a minus b squared. Okay, and remember that a and b here, they can be single term, they can be polynomials, they can be fractions, etc., etc. They can be anything. Okay, so let's compare the terms and see if this expression if this expression is of the same form of this. Okay, so in the formula, we have a squared. So this is our first term. Can we write 4x squared as something squared? We can. Let's make some notes here so it's easier for us to read. So 4x, let's get rid of the equal sign for now. So 4x squared can be written as 2x squared. So we have our a squared now, right? So this means a is equal to 2x, right? In the formula, we need a b squared. Our last term is 49. Can we write 49 as something squared? We can. 49 is equal to 7 squared. So now we have a b. So b is equal to 7. So what are we trying to do here? We need to make sure that minus 2ab is equal to minus 28x. If minus 2ab is equal to minus 28x, then we can say that this expression is of the form a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. And therefore, we can write this as this form. Okay, so we have a is equal to 2x, b is equal to 7. Minus 2ab, is it equal to minus 28? So minus 2, a is equal to 2x, b is equal to 7. So minus 2 times 2x, that's minus 4x. Minus 4x times 7, that's minus 28x. So, okay, so we get this, which means, so everything that we've done is trying to prove that this expression is of the same form as the formula. So now we get it, right? We know that a is equal to 2x, b is equal to 7. So this expression can be written as 2x minus 7 squared. Okay. Some people might think, is it really equal to 2x minus 7? We can verify this, right? We can verify this by opening the brackets and see if it's the same as the original expression. So 2x minus 7, let's use this formula. Okay. 2x squared minus 2 times 2x times 7 plus 7 squared. So this is equal to 2x squared. This is equal to 4x squared. Minus 2 times 2x, that's 4x. 4x times 7, that's 28x. Plus 7 squared, that's 49. See? These two are the same, so it's verified, okay? Which means this is our answer, okay? Let's look at like another example. Let's look at question C, okay? So in question C, this is all plus, right? So we know that the formula that we should use is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equal to a plus b squared, right? So if we can determine that this expression is of the form of this form, then we can write this of the form a plus b squared, right? So let's do this. So in the formula, we have a squared, right? And in the question, we have 36. So can we write 36 as, so let's get rid of the equal sign for now. Let's make some notes first. Can we write 36 as something squared? We can. 36 is equal to 6 squared. So we have our a now. A is equal to 6, right? We have a b squared in the formula, and in the in our question, in our expression, we have x squared. So x squared is equal to x squared, right? Which means our b is equal to x. So now we need to determine whether 2ab is equal to 12x. If it is, then we can say that this expression is of the form like a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. If it's not equal, then we cannot factor this, right? So 2ab, we know that a is equal to 6, b is equal to x. So 2ab is equal to 2 times 6 times x, which is 12x. Okay, so this is equal, which means this expression is of the form a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, which means we can write this expression as a plus b squared. So 36 plus 12x plus x squared can be written as, what's the a here? A is equal to 6. What's the b here? B is equal to x squared. Okay. So let me give you an example where we have an expression, we have our a and b, but the 2ab term is not equal to the middle term, which means we cannot use this formula. So we have seen 3 questions here, right? And all the questions have a solution, but it's possible that we are given an expression that cannot use this formula. Let me think of one. Okay, so for example, okay, so for example, let's say x squared plus 5x plus 4. Okay, if I give you this expression and ask you to write this as a plus b square. Okay, and let's see if we can do that. So let me write the formula again. So the formula is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equal to a plus b squared. Okay, so let's follow all the steps that we did in our examples. In the formula, we have an a squared, we have an x squared. So it's safe to assume that, okay, we have an a, which is equal to x. We have a b squared here. We have a 4 here. Can 4 be written as something square? Yes, 4 can be written as 2 squared. So we have a b squared, we have a 2 squared, which means we can assume that b is equal to 2. So far, everything looks good, right? But if we try to determine whether 2ab is equal to 5x, this is where the problem happens. So 2ab, if a and b are x and 2, then 2ab should be equal to 2 times x times 2, which is 4x. 4x and 5x are not equal. Okay, 4x and 5x are not equal, which means, so this gives us the conclusion that this expression cannot be written of the form a plus b squared. Okay, I'm showing you this example because all the questions that we have seen in the homework, we did 3 examples, right? All the examples are correct. So we, like in all the in the 3 examples, we were able to write the expressions of the form a plus b squared, but it's not the case all the time. Okay, if we're given an expression like this, we follow all the steps, and it's possible that we find out that this expression cannot be written of the form a plus b squared. Okay. Okay, so that's all the supplementary videos for this class. I hope they're helpful. Okay, if you have any more questions, let me know. I will find a way to help you. Okay, so good luck.